Hey guys, it is Draculina here, and I'm doing a video that's requested by you guys. So I asked in my last Demon High artwork video if you wanted me to do a video about like how I came up with sort of like the names and the characters for Demon High. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm using my HD camera because I used this for the Five Nights at Freddy's trailer reaction thing, and it just looks so much better than my webcam. So let's just see if I'm in the frame, hopefully, because I can't see what I'm doing. I actually have it leaned against my computer where I have my webcam so I can sort of see myself. But, yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about Blair. So this is Blair. I just have the drawings here so I could just sort of have like something to hold. But, so Blair's name, like, it's not that complicated how I came up with it. I mean, she's the daughter of the Blair Witch, so her name is Blair. But, that wasn't like entirely how I came up with it. Like, at the time, my mom... me and my mom watched the first episode of Gossip Girl. I didn't like it, so I didn't watch it anymore, but the main character was named Blair, and I really liked that name. And then shortly after I watched that episode, I like randomly came up with like a witch character that looks like this, and I'm like, what am I gonna do for her name? And then I'm like, oh, Blair, because there was that girl on Gossip Girl, and I really liked her name. And so then I'm like, oh, if her name is Blair, I'll just make her the daughter of the Blair Witch. And so that's like, I actually came up with the name before the monster parent for that one, or demon parent. So that's Blair. Next is Cora. So Cora's like, the names at the beginning were like really stupid. Like the ones I came up with at the beginning, like Cora, Coraline. So Cora is the daughter of Coraline, and her name is obviously just Coraline Cora, but with a K. So there wasn't really much behind her name, and then Cora Needle because, you know, sewing. But, I don't know, like, her name was really stupid how I came up with it. Also, Blair, it's Blair Charms, because if you watch it at the beginning, she had, like, stars in her hair, and that was, like, the original design for her, so I named her Blair Charms, because she had, like, charms in her hair, and also charms, like, spells, so that was hers. And then Cora Needle is pretty much explained. Marlin, honestly, like, there's not much of an explanation for Marlin. Her demon parent was Bloody Mary, so I wanted a name that started with M, and I was like, oh, I'll just name her Marlin, why not? And I didn't want it to be Marilyn, I want it to be Marlin. That's why it is spelled differently, because I like how Marlin sounds over Marilyn, and Marilyn is overused, so her name is Marlin. And Sangre, her last name is blood in Spanish, so Marlin Sangre, and that is how Marilyn came to be. Okay, Diabla. So, like, if you watch my artwork video, you would know that this Diabla looks different, and I started explaining that in the other video. But Diabla, this one I actually said in the other video, Diablo with an O is devil in Spanish. So, I named her Diabla because she's a girl, so with an A at the end. And, Diabla, so her original last name was Pitchfork. It was Diabla Pitchfork, but then I changed it to Diabla Inferno because I thought it sounded cooler, and I mean, they're both devil-related words. Basically, all their last names are just words that are related to their monster demon parent thing, so that's Diabla. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't have, like, all of the artwork here, so I'll just do that. So, Jacqueline. So Jacqueline is the daughter of Jack Skellington. That's another, like, no-brainer name. I just named her Jacqueline, because, you know, Jack Skellington, so Jacqueline. But I took out the C, so it's just J-A-K-A-Lyn. See, I don't know if it's gonna be in the frame or not, but that's her name, if you can see that. But, even though she's gonna have, like, she's probably gonna have a different demon parent in the book so I don't get copyright for Jack Skellington. It's probably just gonna be, like, the skeleton demon. I'm still gonna keep her name as Jacqueline, because, I mean, I like that name, and I like how it's spelled. So, that's Jacqueline. And then her original last name was Bones, because bones, skeletons, and then I changed it to Jacqueline Skellington, because, you know, if she's the daughter of Jacqueline Skellington, of Jack Skellington, then her name would be Jacqueline Skellington. I cannot speak. Also with Cora. So Coraline's last name is Jones, but I didn't know that originally, so she was Cora Needle, but then that means she would now be Because her name is really Coraline. Like, if you read the book, you would know, like, her real name is Coraline with a K. So it's the same name as her mom, but with a K, and she just doesn't go by Coraline for reasons that are explained in the book. But, so it would basically be Coraline Jones and Coraline Jones. So I don't know, like, she might just not have a last name in the book. She might just be Cora. Because it's just, like, well, Coraline, I guess, but... Because, like, her last name, like, I don't want to use Jones, because also I might get copyright for that, for using Coraline Jones, even though it is a K. So that's that. I guess since I was on Jacqueline, I'll explain the Black Beauties. So, Vexa Horcrux. So, Vexa is the daughter of Voldemort. So, I don't know how I came up with Vexa, actually. I mean, obviously, it was, like, another one of those names like Marlin. It's, like, Voldemort, so I wanted a name that started with a V. I don't know how I came up with Vexa. Like, I might have looked it up on Google, names that start with a V, honestly. But I really like that name. Like, I don't know where that came from. And then Horcrux, if you read the Harry Potter books, you know what a Horcrux is. And I don't want to explain what a Horcrux is, because it's spoilers. So, that's Vexa. Carly Blade is the daughter of Chucky. That was another thing, take the first letter of Chucky, which is a C, and came up with a name of that. So I like the name Carly. I like how hers is spelled, which is C-A-R-L-I-E. And then Carly Blade, because she has scissors for hands. I didn't want to do Edward Scissorhands, because I thought Chucky would be more fun, like, considering her personality, even though she has the scissor hands, because, I mean, Chucky and knives, you know. So that's Carly. Bianca Cipher. So only fans of Gravity Falls will understand Bianca, but, I mean, I didn't really feel like I needed to do much with her, since she's one of the background characters. I mean, Vexa was, like, the most significant character in the Black Beauties aside from Jacqueline, where it's like Selena and Carly and Bianca are just sort of there. And so Bianca Cipher, that was another one. Like, I have so many names where I just took the first letter from their monster demon parent and just made a name out of it. So Bill, Bianca. I really like the name Bianca. I actually got that name from Percy Jackson. Bianca. So if you read Percy Jackson, you know who Bianca D'Angelo is. And I love her! And so I named her Bianca, and then Cipher, because it's Bill Cipher, so it's like one of those just really lame names. And then Selena Slender, that's another one. It's like Slenderman, so S for Slenderman, S for Selena, and then Selena Slender. So the Black Beauty's names don't really have much significance, except for like Vexa's. I really don't know where Vexa's came from. Let's see, who is next? So, Belle was the next one that sort of came into the story, I think. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. It was Gretel. Gretel and Cordelia. Wow, I forgot about Cordelia. Like, she's not even in it anymore. She was just, like, a background character. Because I actually changed her character in the book to a boy whose name is Lucas. So yeah, if you read the book, then you will know more about Lucas and the future, but I'm not giving any spoilers about him. So, yeah, so Gretel White, because she was originally the daughter of the... it was the shark from Jaws. I'm pretty sure I changed that in the book. Let me, like, check. Let me pull up my Demon High book, because I think that I changed it, because it's like, how would a great white shark have a daughter? Just saying. Like, a lot of the Monster High stuff doesn't really make sense either. And, like, Lalaloopsy is like, I was sewn from clouds, and I was sewn from a cupcake, because that works. So, let me, like, open this up. Okay, yeah, I changed it to a dark sea nymph, because sea nymphs are Greek water mermaid creatures, but they have legs. So, I changed it to that. Instead of the great white shark, because just like the great white shark just didn't make any sense. The shark from Jaws or whatever the heck it was. And so her name, Great Gretel. So that's how I got her name. And then great white shark. That was kind of a no-brainer. And Cordelia Creeper was also just sort of simple, because I mean she was the daughter of the Creeper from Minecraft, even though like a creeper isn't really a demon, it's just a thing that explodes. But C for Creeper, C for Cordelia, and then Cordelia Creeper, because she was just like a background character, so it's like I didn't try to do much with her name. So that's that. Who was next? I'm trying to think like if there were any new characters after that. No? Yeah. Well, Draculaura was Draculaura, but if you watch Mother, you know that in the book she's Alyssa Blackbiter. So, Alyssa Blackbiter, like, I don't know how I came up with a name for Alyssa, honestly. I think I was just, like, trying to think of names, and Alyssa just stuck. And it's Alissa, that's spelled like that. Alissa instead of the one with a Y. And then Blackbiter, that was the name of, I want to say Nico's sword in Percy Jackson, but it might have been Luke's. I will put it here, which one it was. I feel like I'm abandoning the fandom by not remembering that. I want to say Nico, but I don't know if it's Nico or Luke. But it was one of their swords, because it's like all the swords have names in Percy Jackson, like Percy's is Riptide. Oh wait, one was Aeschylamus was Piper's. I'm pretty sure. Gosh, I suck. I need to reread the books, but it was one of those. And then Blackbiter, because, you know, biter, vampire, and so I just like how it sounded. And next is Ebony. So Ebony was actually created by Gracie and Spats TV, Gracie and Mommy Show. So I don't really know the background of her name. Gracie, if you were watching. Okay, as you can tell, it's like I'm wearing something different because it's a different day. I'm really bad with that, with like stopping my videos in the middle and continuing them, but I'm sorry, I needed to stop it. So, anyways, I was saying, Gracie, if you're watching this video, I will tag you in it, but if you're just, when you watch this, can you let everyone know down below how you came up with the name for Ebony? So, because I don't know. And then the same with Alicia Animal. Let them know, please. And the last two characters are, actually there are three more characters. Belle, Mist, and Anastasia. So Belle Sangre has the stupidest name out of all of them, honestly. Okay, so it's Belle Witch, so her name is Belle, and then Sangre is just Marilyn's last name. So there was really nothing original about it. I don't even really like the name Belle. I don't know why I chose that, but I just like don't feel like changing it now. I don't know. And okay, Miss Wardrobe, so she's the daughter of the Ice Queen from Narnia. So Miss, because I was thinking of like snow related words, so I thought Miss sounded cool, and then Wardrobe because the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe from Narnia. So that's it. And then Anastasia Charms. So that's another one like Alissa, where I was just trying to think of a name, and Anastasia just stuck. And that's like another one that I don't really like, but I don't feel like changing it. So without further ado, that is all of the explanations of the names for Demon High. I hope you liked this video. Gracie, once again, could you let them know how you came up with the names for Ebony and Alicia? Please comment and subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time on Monster High MMA. Bye!